Hi guys, welcome to my page. If this is your first time being here, my name is Jonquel and I do all things art over here. Today I am doing a draw with me in my sketchbook. I am drawing a beautiful girl with strawberry bandeau knots. Bandeau, if you're not sure what that is a hairstyle, a protective hairstyle that a lot of African American women wear, where we tie our hair in these little knots. I think Erica Badu was like famous for making it like popular and like mainstream. But this was inspired by a TikTok I saw of a young woman who put her hair in strawberries for her strawberry bandeau knot. So just to make this clear, this was inspired by somebody who was on TikTok. This is not an original idea. I saw her and thought she was so cute and really wanted to draw this. I will try to see if I can find the TikTok and link it below. But if not, just look up strawberry bandeau knots TikTok. You will find her. So this is a draw along with me, but this is also a story time post. So before I get into the tea, I just want to talk about what you see me here using. You're going to see me using a lot of mixed media when I'm working in my sketchbook. I use a lot of Ohuhu markers, HOTU markers. There's a brand called New Sign, and there's also some grabby markers in there. So you see me use a lot of alcohol markers, but also I use gel pens, color pencils, and a lot of acrylic markers as well. This is definitely mixed media. And I do that because I don't really want to be held back artistically by just using one medium. I like to use my alcohol markers as almost like my base, my watercolor wash-esque base. So I lay those down first and I lay some of the basic values down on there, and then you'll see me go in and just continue adding layers on top with my acrylic markers. And you see some of the lines in the markers themselves, like in her skin. Don't worry about that because I'm going to smooth those out real good with some color pencil. That's why when I'm drawing, I don't really worry about, oh, it's making streaks, it's making line. I'm going to smooth all that out. A good color pencil goes a long way. But I'll get more into that as we go along. Me doing these color alongs and draw alongs is going to be a lot. So you'll get to know a lot of my tips and tricks, and be sure to come to my lives. But I really want to get into this story time, y'all, because I really believe that as artists and creatives, you're going to resonate with what this story I'm about to tell you. So over Easter weekend, I went to visit my parents. My mom and my sister were sitting at the table putting together Easter baskets. The really cute kind with the bows and the candy and the little gifts. They were both great at crafting, always have been. Me, I'm a 2D artist. I stay in my lane. You give me a pair of scissors and tell me cut a straight line, we going to the left just like the Beyonce song. Yes, I know I'm an amazing artist, but I also cannot fold straight. You tell me to fold paper in half, it's never going that way. I know my strengths. I know that I can draw. Let me draw. But because I love people that can craft, I recently joined a crafting group on Facebook. And so I wanted to show them some of the stuff that was in the group because they were doing some next level crafts. People were making baskets shaped like cars, vanity tables with the mirrors that light up, full on thrones, wild stuff. My mom saw this and immediately lit up. She was like, you should be doing things like this. And I told her, that's not really what I do. I paint, I draw, I build worlds with art. But she was like, no. You should be doing crafts. You should be building Easter baskets. You should be doing party favors. These are the things that's trending. These are the things that sell. And I was like, I know they're trending. I know they sell. I see them and I think they're beautiful, but that's not really what I do, or it's not really what I want to do. Because my mom doesn't fully understand. In order for me to go into a whole nother lane and make it a side hustle or make it a business, that costs so much money to start up, for one. And it also takes so much time to learn how to make these things. And you have to buy all the equipment. Now, while I'm doing that, saying that I'm building a side hustle or trying to follow trends, I could also be building my artistic world. But she doesn't see it that way. I just wanted to put that little caveat in there. So I'm trying to explain this to her, but she just kept going, kept saying how she really believes in me and that she sees me doing crafts. But every time I try to explain what I am doing, like creating coloring books, creating my own characters, my art, my paintings, she brushed it off. I told her, if you're going to envision anything for me, envision me painting murals, envision me selling artwork for the thousand, envision me in galleries. She laughed. Point blank in my face, laughed. And then my dad walks in wanting to share his 2 cents. And then he says, you want to make some real money? You should be painting black holy figures, the Virgin Mary, Jesus, stuff like that. And I just sat there because I didn't have the heart to tell him that I paint witches, zodiac signs, birthstones, evil eyes, tarot cards, pretty much everything that people in his circle would be like, stay away from that. I paint characters based off of hoodoo lore. Like my original character, Rue, that's based off of hoodoo, Louisiana, spirits, stories from my culture. That's what I paint. Paint sexy women with strawberries in their hair and nothing covering their boobs but big berries. And those things matter to me. I love what I draw and I bring joy to a lot of people, and they matter to me. The stories that I am creating behind the scenes that I haven't shown you guys yet, they matter to me. But they don't resonate with the people who I love most. It hit me in that moment that my parents have never actually seen my vision. Not really. And I know they don't have to, but it still hurts. It makes sense why I carried imposter syndrome for so long. Why I questioned my voice so many times. But here's the thing. I see me. And I'm not going to shrink to make anyone else feel comfortable. I'm not going to change the art that I do. I'm not going to do things just because they're trendy. I'm not going to uproot my work just to do some things for quick money. Now, that's not to say that I don't need some money. And it's also not to look down on crafts or party favors or any of those things. That's not what this is. This is just me speaking about the vision that I was given. So no, I'm not making bunny baskets. I'm building a legacy in paint and characters and story that deserve to be told. My vision deserves to be shared, because somebody gonna listen. It's a little prep talk for anybody who may have a similar story. So maybe they don't get it. Maybe they want you to paint what they understand. Make what they can explain. Create something that they can brag about, but only if it fits inside their idea of success. And maybe that hurts because you thought they'd see you. Because deep down, you wanted them to say, I believe in your vision, not just mine. But here's the truth. You're not here to fit into their imagination. You're here to build your own world. One brushstroke, one page, one word, one bold decision at a time. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. Let them say, you should be doing something else. But you'll be over here doing what you know you were born to do. Creating beauty that scares them because it's never been done before, because it's yours. You don't need permission to create. You don't need approval to matter. Keep going. You're not behind. You're just ahead of their understanding. Now, you may have gotten a little more than you bargained for when you clicked on to this Draw With Me video, but maybe that was something that you needed to hear. I know it's something I have to say to myself every day, because Lord knows, I just be in here talking to my dang self. Wondering, does anybody even care about the stories that I have to say? The art I have to share? But you are called to do this for a reason. Don't doubt it. Now we are at the end of our illustration, and I didn't even get a chance to talk about what I'm doing. But somebody was meant to hear this. And you can always watch back how the Strawberry Girl was created. And don't forget, I go live. You can always ask me for tips and tricks. And if you want a breakdown on how to shade and use color pencils and all of these different materials, let me know in the comments and I will do a dedicated video where I do break it down. Maybe I'll even do a live where we'll talk about it. But I won't know unless you leave a comment and tell me. And also tell me, does this help you? Do you like this type of content? I'm going to keep doing it whether y'all answer me or not, but I just would love to hear some feedback. But thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys for my next Draw With Me. Maybe one of these days when I do my Draw With Me, I'll just be quiet and play the music. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, sign up for my mailing list and come back here and join me on Sunday evenings as I go through my coloring book, Pause and Proper, and we do color alongs. I can't wait to see you guys then.